Back.
Whoop!
Spooky season was in full effect this week. Let me be the first to wish you a happy Halloween. In Philly, Daniel Frankenstein Jones was hit by a bolt of electricity and broke loose from his chains. He was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling as he's being chased by the entire pitchfork-wielding townsfolk of Philadelphia for 80 yards. But the big, clumsy oaf tripped over his own feet before making it all the way.
Frankenstein was the scientist, Boom. You're thinking of Frankenstein's monster.
Thank you, Teej. The leader of the Torchbearers was Carson Wentz, who finished with 29 points, beating Jones, who had 22.
Speed matters when you're trick-or-treating. Just ask DeAndre Swift. He scored 15 pieces of candy this week. Kenny Golladay was taking candy from a baby, as he had 17. TJ Hawkinson had 17 of his own, including the biggest prize of the day, a game winner as time expired. Calvin Ridley's Believe It or Not continues to blow the minds of fantasy owners, as he had 15. Todd's costume was a bit burly, but he gave fantasy owners goosebumps, as he scored 22. Whoop!
The Battle of Ohio was played at Camp Crystal Lake. After starting terrible and being pronounced dead, Baker Voorhees Mayfield returned to life and picked off the Bengals secondary one by one. He stacked up 31 bodies during the game. Joe Burrow started the game hot and heavy, actually losing his 35-point virginity on Sunday. But what do we always say about people who have sex during a horror movie, TJ?
They always get killed, Boom.
That's right. They always get killed, TJ. The Bengals lost the game.
Whoop! Nobody likes the Steeler on Halloween, and there was no exception this week in Tennessee. James Con artist swindled 14 pieces of candy on the day, while Hey, that's my candy, Johnson, ate 29 pieces of his kid's candy and called it the dad tax. That'll teach him, Boom.
That'll teach him, Boom.
Derek O. Henry let down everyone who gave him a shot this week.
That candy sucks, Boom.
A.J. Brown never disappoints, and he came through with a king-size performance this week as he scored 27.
Sammy Joel Osment Darnold was so bad, he might again be seeing ghosts. The twist is, the dead people he's seen are anyone who drafted him in their fantasy team.
Spoilers, Boom.
Sam scored 3 points. The ghost Tyler Bass was seeing was hunky Patrick Swayze, and he was making sweet love to the tune of 23 points. Nobody puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again, like Buffalo Bill.
Whoop! Bumble! In the Dome in New Orleans, fantasy zombie Drew Brees came back from the dead to score 24 points. Alvin Kamara is so committed to his Paul Wall costume, he wears his grill every day, and he scored 23 in this one. DJ More Candy Please made 2 house calls and scored 25 pieces of candy. No matter what Teddy Bridgewater does, his costume will never be as gory as his knee injury. He doesn't let that stop him, though, as he connected with trick-or-treaters for 19 points. In the end, it wasn't enough. The Saints go marching.
The Packers traveled to Houston and laid waste to the Texans. Devontae Adams' family was the second highest scorer this week with 45. Aaron Thing Rodgers only needed his hand to score 27. The Texans were moving as fast as Lurch. Watson had 24 and realized he didn't have it today. Cousin, that is.
The Adams family might have done even better with a Wednesday, Boom.
That's right, Teej.
Whoop! This week in our nation's capital, Texas was on the receiving end of a chainsaw massacre as the Washington football team lit up the Cowboys. Antonio Gibson chopped up the Cowboys defense, scoring 19, while Scary Terry McLaurin had 22. Logan Thomas dressed up as a top 5 tight end for the week and scored 16.
Good costume, Boom. In the Battle of the Pirates, Las Vegas' ship was already sinking before the battle, as COVID kept players out. The murderous Dull Chucky and his team got slaughtered by the Buccaneers. The 50-year-old Tom Brady cannonballed his way through the Raiders' defense. He had his season-high 37 points. Mike Evans was last seen on a milk carton because the entire team did well, except for him. He went missing and only had 6 points. The Raiders have nothing of note to say. They were terrible.
What? Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. The Chiefs found 4 turnovers in their bucket at the end of the night, scoring 18 points. Fantasy owners thought Patrick Mahomes disappeared on this All Hallows Eve. He showed back up, but had only 12. In this horror show, the Broncos were the first to die, and nobody could remember their name at the end of the movie. What?
In an LA graveyard, it was a thriller night between the LA Chargers and the Michael Jacksonville Jaguars. In a crazy back-and-forth game, Justin Herbert was the scariest killer thriller on Sunday, leading all QBs with 39 points. The rookie looks to be the best-selling album for a long time. James Brown Robinson said, "I feel good," and had 32 points in the losing effort.
Fumble! In an LA trick or treat, it was both for Jeff Wilson as he lit up the Patriots for 32 points and a running back 1 finish before exiting with a high ankle sprain. Brandon Ayuk shocked everyone when he came out of nowhere to score 18. The Patriots were trapped in a house of horrors this week. Cam Newton struggled to 3 fantasy points before the operator took mercy on him and pulled him out of the game. Whoop!
Oh, as my good friend Jay-Z said, Sasquatch, Godzilla, King Kong, Locket, Goblin, Ghoul, a zombie with no conscience. What do all these things have in common? Everybody knows they're motherfucking monsters. Tyler Lockett led everyone this week with 53 points. But the Cardinals and Michael Murray couldn't be killed as he used a machete to cut through the Seahawks D and had 38 points himself.
We finish in LA, where the Bears ran out of smoke and mirrors this week and got ran out of town. The Rams defense let out an evil laugh as they finished with 15. It was a night to forget for everyone else.
What a disappointment, Boom.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Whoop! Whoop! Whoop!
Oh.